everybody, welcome back to my art channel. So this is going to be a little bit different this week. I'm doing sort of an art month wrap up, I guess. The last 4 or 5 weeks, the month of February and just a little bit here into March have been so incredibly busy. I have painted and done a lot. I have learned a lot, and it's just been pretty crazy. So I thought I would just kind of quickly, well, not so quickly, walk you through some of the different, the pieces that I have managed to do within that time frame, as actually there are quite a few. So starting with the watercolors, as I've been slowly posting those over the course of the month, and there will be another art video next month showing one of my most latest watercolors coming into existence, I guess. So this one isn't a masterpiece or anything. This was just me, and there's a video of this one up of me just messing around, learning how to apply different techniques and learning different ideas. So that's all this one was. It was purely practice. So it's not something that I would consider a great piece, but you got to have those practice pieces in there somewhere. That's just kind of how it works. So, and then there's this one. The border got trimmed off a little sooner than I normally would have, only because, well, it didn't stay white. It kind of seeped through the paint, or the tape rather. So there's this one, and some of these have videos of them and some of them don't. Some of them will just be a slideshow. So this one is going to be sort of an encompass of an art wrap up and a bit of a slideshow at the end of this, showing the transitions for some of these going from start to finish. So that's the concept of this video. So there's that one. There's this one, and this one's based on, and I'll put it up around here somewhere. This one's based on a photograph sent from my mom out in BC. And then there's this one, which some of you have already seen. There is a video of this one up already. So I totally encourage you to check it out. And then in time for Valentine's Day, I had done this one, just feeling a little bit of romance in the air. And these are all up except for that tree one. These are all up on my website now and available for purchase. So if you're interested in that, I will link my website down below and feel free to check them out. Here's another one. Pretty sure the video for this one is already up, so you're welcome to check that one out as well. I literally just posted this one last week, so there's a video for this one that's up. So there's this one, which I really like that one. And then I got into a different color scheme. I needed a change in colors, so there's this one, which I think turned out pretty good. And again, these are all watercolors. So, and then there's my favorite watercolor out of all of them, which I saved for the end of those, which is this one. This one's my favorite right now. So those are all the watercolors that I have done over the course of the last month or so. And then as I've been doing a lot of learning, a lot of researching and practicing, I've been developing my techniques, not only just in the watercolor side, but in the acrylic side, and learning how different brush strokes and things and all the effects that they can create. So taking a lot of what I've learned, I applied it to a small art piece and created this one, just applying a lot of those techniques that I've been learning. So there's this one. And again, these are all available on my website. As of yesterday, they are all up. So there's this one. And then taking that same concept, so there were 2 pieces that I had done either last month or the month before. I think it was, I take that back. These 2 pieces I had done, these are the last ones that I had done in the tail end of last year, just before the new year. So I've taken, it's kind of, it's art is funny. You do a piece and you look at it and you go learn something new, and then you come back and you look at an existing piece that you've already done and you're going, I need to change that. I can do better. So rather than scrap it and completely redo it, I decided to touch up on 2 existing pieces that I had. So I called them the uplifts, or the painting uplifts. And so the first one that I had redone was called Inspiration, and it originally looked like this. And then after learning these techniques that I have been taking in, I took what I've been learning and I redid it. So the piece now looks like this, and I don't know how well you can see that. The lighting isn't exactly great, but that's how that looks now. And this one, again, these are all back to being up and available on my website. So there's that one. And then the second one that I did an uplift to is called Bambi, and it originally looked like this. And then I've redone it, just recently finished it actually, and it now looks like this. So if you follow me on Instagram, you may have already noted the fact that I had custom stencils made. So rather than, I mean, the silhouettes are great and I can do them by hand, they just take a very long time, I find, to draw them. So rather than fight with it, I drew out a bunch of silhouettes that I wanted to work with, and I had a custom stencil made based on my artwork so that I can easily apply them again and again to my art pieces without no fuss, no muss, no mess. So while these are, yes, they're stenciled, but they're still my pieces. And to be specific, I'm talking about the animals, not anything else. So there's those 2. And then last but not least, I took, just needing a bit of a mind break because those pieces took a lot of time to go through and redo and re-perfect. I did a much smaller piece just recently, and it looks like this. This one I really liked. It was fairly simple, nice colors, nice contrast. I really enjoyed doing this one. So those are all the pieces that I have done, and again, these are all available on my website with the exception of that very first watercolor tree one. But these are all the pieces that I have done over the course of the last like 4 to 5 weeks. I think we're first week into March, so over the course of the entirety of the month of February and this first week of March. So that is the sort of accomplishments of what I have done art-wise, and it's a lot. So jumping forward now, there will be a quick slideshow showing some of these pieces going from start to finish, as it'll just be, again, in a bit of a slideshow format as I didn't film them. So I thank you all so much for checking out my channel. I highly encourage you to come back, and I appreciate those who come in and check me out every week. I post regularly once a week here every Friday, and then if you follow me on Instagram, I post fairly even more regular than that, almost daily, different things that I've been doing and working on, and then on Facebook as well. So I'm on several different social media platforms as well as my own website, so feel free to check all that out. I can link them all down below, and I hope you enjoy this next slideshow. I will see you all again next week. Bye.